Twitter, but not enough for actual societal or cultural thought. You talk smart, I say. I'm quoting a tweet, sadly. Who did you go to the show with? She asks. I clear my throat and study my short, jagged fingernails. Adam, we had some drinks after, so I guess that explains the hangover too. Isabelle sighs deeply and looks up to the sky, as if an explanation for my behavior might be written on a Gramercy rooftop. Should I even ask? Ask what? I ask, like I don't know what. I believe you know, she says, eyebrows wiggling up and down suggestively. Jesus, Izzy, I say, feeling a bizarre twitch in my shoulder. Of course not. You know that. Adam and I are just coworkers. Her crazy blue eyes widen like she's going to yell at me, which I can't handle in my current state. Friends, I correct myself. Very close friends. She shuts her eyes and takes a yoga breath, pressing her hands together at heart center and everything. Presley, she says sweetly, can we just not with the close friends bullshit? You two are just blatantly in love. Ow! I slug her on the shoulder, which is meant to be gentle. She makes a pouty face and hunches her statuesque 5'10" frame. I pat the spot. My bad. Violence is never the answer, she says, mock seriously. I crack my neck, which makes Isabelle shudder, and both of us laugh. The line inches forward. Should we split a cruller or each get our own? I ask. Good question. All I know is that if they don't have maple, I will literally... Presley Fry? I hear someone say. I turn and look into the face of a woman so glamorous she couldn't possibly know me. She's wearing a white jacket over this blue dress that looks like it costs more than my rent. She pushes her fancy-looking sunglasses to the top of her head, which helps me recognize her. Oh, Mrs. Clark. Hi, I say, clearing my throat and trying to channel Isabelle's cheery energy. Hi, hello, she says, grinning like we're old besties, and she just can't believe her good fortune to see my hungover face on this hinting at autumn day. What brings you downtown? I ask. She holds up a heavy-looking daily provisions bag. It's Lawrence's birthday today, 26. She shakes her head and looks down at the ground, smiling. I can hardly believe it. Right on, I say. Isabelle shifts next to me. This is my roommate, Isabelle. Hi, Isabelle says, giving Mrs. Clark an up-down. I love your outfit. Thank you, Susan Clark, she says, shifting the bag to her hip and reaching for a handshake. She turns her attention back to me and her smile falls slowly, even with the considerable amount of Botox she's clearly had, like a shadow is passing over it. I've learned to recognize that look over the last year and a half. The frown, the concerned eyes. There's pleading in it, too. People's need for me to smile, laugh, or make a joke is undeniable. They want me to prove I'm all right so that I can save them from both their own concern for me and the awkwardness of the moment. How are you holding up, Presley? Susan asks, shaking her head, her glossy brown bob brushing against her shoulders. I'm happy to be running into you, but gosh, I can't believe I haven't invited you over for dinner or taken you out or anything since... Oh, all good, Mrs. Clark, I say, since I guess I'm the one who's supposed to comfort her here. I'm doing okay. I just visited my grandparents, actually, and they seem to be holding up pretty well. This isn't exactly true, but it does the trick. Susan looks up, visibly relieved, but not for long. That damn shadow returns quickly. You know, I really am sorry to have missed the funeral. I shake my head, wishing it were my funeral she had missed. Death seems preferable to this conversation. It wasn't a big thing. Small, you know. I rack my throbbing brain for the right word. Close. Well, probably not the right word, but it's what comes out. Anyway, how's Mr. Clark? She does this weird head twitch, as if a bee were swarming around, and suddenly I feel like I'm the one who said the wrong thing. She clears her throat, takes a breath, and rights herself. Great, thanks for asking. He'll be glad to hear I ran into you, and that you're doing well. A wave of nausea passes over me. Every moment of this